Paper was like gold in medieval times.
Oh, not tobacco. Sugar.
That everything we thought we knew about the world might turn out to be completely wrong.
It's a new week at the House of Tiny Tearaways.
Ow, you're kicking me!
He's like my little world, he's like the only bit of family I've really got.
For 3 new families, today marks the beginning of their stay at the House of Tiny Tearaways. Over the next 6 days, they're all hoping that Dr. Tanya Byron can give them the solutions to their parenting dilemmas. 3 desperate families, each overwhelmed by parenting problems that have turned their toddlers into tearaways. They're going to be living here for just 6 days in the hope that they can turn their lives around forever. The person they're going to look to for the answers is clinical psychologist Dr. Tanya Byron.
Working with 3 families in such an intense environment is unlike anything I've ever done professionally before, and it is a huge challenge. I'm working with the parents, I'm working with their children, and I'm building a community. It's a tough job to do in a very, very short space of time.
The house itself has been built under the supervision of childcare experts to ensure that it's both a fun and safe place for kids. The house also recreates a realistic home environment to allow Tanya to observe the families behaving as naturally as possible. The remote cameras and those located behind 2-way mirrors provide an unobtrusive way to see the pitfalls and progress, the tantrums and the tears.
I didn't want it to come to this.
24 hours a day. With just 6 days to solve their problems, Tanya's got her work cut out. And for the families selected to be a part of this unique programme, this is make or break. This is the House of Tiny Tearaways, and this is the first family of the week.
Wait, come up them blue stairs there.
The Baileys. Single mum Lisa Bailey lives in Tottenham with her 12-year-old daughter Shadell, 7-year-old son Cairo, and 3-year-old twins Cameo and Jerome.
My twins, I would describe them as, just terrible.
This way.
They seem to fight quite a lot, and they seem aggressive, very impatient, and they do like keep me back and speak back to me when I'm trying to obviously discipline them.
For over a year, Cameo and Caron have been running riot in the Bailey household with devastating results.
The twins have damaged quite a few things in the house. They've broken like a lot of picture frames, they've jewelled on the walls. Let's get my butter. My fridge door is broken, reason being is when I used to open it, Caron, the big twin, he used to come and just slam it shut. So then one day when I opened it, it fell and it banged me on my head.
And it's not just mum's head, but sister Shadell and brother Cairo that are in the firing line.
They hit me, throwing stuff.
And Cameo bites me.
At least I know them, I don't do nothing.
Hey Cameron, she's not going there. Come on, let's go in the bath. I just don't know what to do anymore. I've tried loads of things and it's just not working.
Things have got so bad that Lisa now dreads taking the twins out of the house.
Come on, let's go. Oh, sorry. Cairo! Just the thought of it as I'm ready to go out, I just think, oh gosh, you know, this is going to be another episode like the day before, because every day is the same thing. It's not nice knowing that, you know, you try to discipline and, you know, have rules and that, and nothing's working.
Wipe your feet, wipe your feet. Oh, look at that TV.
Older sister Shadell is spending the week with her grandparents to allow Mum Lisa to concentrate fully on solving the problems posed by Cameo and Corone. As the Baileys explore their new home, Tanya watches from her office.
Kyra, one at a time, and I think you're too big for that. Scary. Oh, I've got her. No, one at a time, it says. Cameo, get off. No, Cameo, wait your turn after. Oh, you wait. Mummy's doing you something to eat. Ooh.
One of Tanya's rules in the house is that
Are you
children are
having wee a
not
bit?
allowed in the kitchen.
If you climb, I'm not... No climbing. No climbing. You're going to break the gate. If you climb, you're not getting nothing. Do you want me to... I'm going to go and hide in a minute and you won't know where I am. Do you want waffle? Do you want waffle? Tissue. All right, we'll get tissue.
Am I allowed to take one?
Kind of go... No. No, out. Back. Kyra, help him out.
Come in.
All right, come on, calm down. Cameo, stop. No, take your foot off. You've got to go back. Look, I need to get Corone something to eat. Look, go that way where Kyra is. Do it slowly. What's that?
That way. That way. And now Cameo!
Oi, stop it.
Well, the first family of the week are in, the Baileys. From watching the tapes, I thought Corone and Cameo were going to have the most awesome tantrum. But they've been in for a while now. What are you gleaning from watching them?
Well, it's early days, isn't it? I mean, they are in the most wonderful new environment with lots of colours and fun things to do. So, you know, there will be tantrums, I'm pretty sure about that. I guess I'm more interested to see how really stressed Lisa is. She really cranks up the temperature of the family.
How do you mean by that?
Just the tone of voice. Every interaction is a negative one.
No, you don't play with that. No, don't touch that. No, one at a time. No climbing. Get off. Stop it, Kyra. Corone. No.
No very fulsome, positive interaction at all. I think she's very used to policing her children. The pitch, the speech rate, she shouts quite a lot. She's obviously just in a very stressed space with her kids. I feel that she's very reactive towards her kids. I feel that's what she does. She gets through her day, she feeds them, she polices them, she struggles to get them into bed. I don't feel there's a lot of fun, I don't feel there's a lot of sort of proactive interaction, and that's something I might want to think about with her this week.
Is your advice to parents of twins to treat them as individuals or for them to be labelled the twins and for them to be dressed the same?
I think it's really important that they're two children who developed and were born at the same time or within minutes of each other, but they are two individuals. I think it can cause problems if twins are constantly bracketed together, dressed the same, treated exactly the same.
Hello.
As the children explore their new surroundings, Tanya introduces herself.
Hello. Say hello, sweetheart. Look what I brought. What's in here? Hello.
I'm all right. I'm all right. How are you? Nice to meet you too. Let's go sit over there and have a little chat while they're playing.
Sit down, darling. Good boy.
Right.
Let's sit on this one, darling. That's
Oh,
all right.
this one? Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So, you like the house?
Yeah, it's lovely.
So, how are you feeling about being here?
I'm okay, I'm fine. Yeah,
Bit
I'm
anxious?
okay. Yeah, a bit, yeah.
So, the problems are these two boys?
Yeah.
Twins?
Yeah.
Nearly 3?
Yeah, in January.
Yeah. So, just give me the edited highlights. Why did you decide you wanted to do this? What are the?
Oh, well, basically, with the twins, they fight a lot. They, there's a problem with bedtime, and you know, they just seem to be like, well, especially Camille, the small twin. He likes to be in control a lot of the
Is
time.
he the dominant twin?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, and when I, try and discipline them or say something to them that they're not supposed to do, it's like they don't listen to me. Sharing as well is a problem with Camille, the smaller twin. He seems to have a problem with sharing. So everything, you might as well say, is a problem, but more with Camille.
Does it ever really get to you?
Yeah, sometimes it does. Yeah.
What happens?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes I, maybe cry at home or just think, get fed up. Yeah, all the time. Everything. I don't really have a social life, and it's just hard because I'm always with them.
Tell me about their sleep. What time do they generally go to bed?
Well, they go to bed quite late, 11, 12.
Woo!
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, guess what time I want them in bed by tonight?
7:30. Okay, that's all right.
7:30.
Yeah.
Are we looking at behaviour problems because these children are tired, or are we looking at a sleep problem because these children don't know how to behave? Do you see what I mean? You dress them identically, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I do.
Why do you do that face?
I don't know, because some people think, why do you dress them the same, Lisa? But they're twins. I don't know. The other thing would be like same top but different colour.
Okay.
But it's always the same. Always.
And you like that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right. So we've got quite a few things to try and work out today.
Yeah, there's quite a lot with the twins,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
All right.
Camille, no!
Tanya has provided the Baileys with cake-making materials to keep them entertained while they wait for other families to arrive.
Just mix that in for me. Come in quickly. Hold the bowl for Cairo, all right? Cairo, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Yeah. Help me, Cairo.
Come on, quick.
What's that? Chocolate cake. So, eat it. Is it nice? Okay. Don't eat there. Mommy's coming back anyway.
What's going on?
Camille, he keeps taking it out and licking it, and then
Did he put the egg in there?
Yeah, he just put the eggshell in there.
Oh, Cameo, no. We don't want to be eating eggshell in our cakes.
Tanya has just 6 days to tackle Corone and Cameo's behaviour, and the pressure will only increase with the arrival of our second family, the Wilsons.
Yeah.
The Wilsons from Nottinghamshire are having a tough time with their 3-year-old son Max, who has a severe eating problem. Max's diet is greatly restricted, and although he can eat solids like rice and peas, one food dominates his diet.
So some yogurts.
Can range up to about 24 little pots of yogurts in a day. Normally 6 in the morning, 6 at lunch, 6 at night, and then he might have 6 before he goes to bed. We hate meal times. Meal times are the worst part of the day. Milk seems to be revolted by the sight of food, and it's so heartbreaking. Mum, try
Red chip.
And it's just the same for every single meal time, breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's just horrible. I mean, at the end of the meal you're going to have to give him yogurts. I just can't seem to find a way of getting him to even put it in his mouth. Don't even try to put it in his mouth.
The emotional strain is starting to take its toll on Mum Tina, who is also coming to terms with the death of her father just a few weeks ago.
Bring him playing games or trying to bribe him, you know, Max, put it in your mouth and you can have this toy, or we'll take you to the shop to buy you something. No, he'd rather go without. Max, easy. You'll get that upset that he's coughing and choking, and looks like he will be sick because he's worked himself up in such a state. I feel like I'm the one who's going to end up giving him bad health when he gets older.
You've caught us in the middle of messy cooking. How are you? I'm Lisa.
Hi, I'm Tina.
All right.
Yeah.
I won't shake just yet because we're
right.
Hello. And this is
going to
Max.
make some cakes.
Some boys to play with. What are you doing, Max?
Mum, they need to see.
Wow, that's good,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Hello.
What?
let's
Do you
get
want
into
to drive
it.
it? Why it's not moving? I think you have
Should
to
I
put your
open the
foot.
gate?
You have to
No,
push your foot down.
I'll just
That's it.
All day.
come on, move out the way. Oh,
Oh, you're gonna crash.
Like all of the families, the Wilsons
You
are
ought
free
to
to leave at
steer
any
it.
point. But
Right.
Tanya is
Oh, hang
hoping
on.
that over the 6
Right.
days,
All right.
they'll put the necessary work in to treat their
What are you
problem
doing?
and leave with a
What are
clear
these?
plan for the
Are these people
future.
got your bus? What's that? That's
The second family have arrived, the Wilsons, Mum Tina, Dad Ian and son Max, who's 3, who has a real problem with eating, as we've seen. He likes yoghurts a lot. How detrimental is that for him nutritionally, and what will that be doing to Mum and Dad?
Well, they do what a number of parents do if a child has a restricted diet, is that they give him the grow-up milk, so he gets his sort of vitamins and iron from there. Apart from the fact it's a restricted diet, and at his age, for his gut, for his development, for everything, he should be on, you know, substantial food. It's just lazy eating. It's just in, swallowed down.
Right. I know it's a very early stage, but at this point, would you think that it's about control, or do you think he might be food phobic?
That's very much part of what I want to see today. I've already noticed that parents keep him very close to them. So is there some parental anxiety, issues around growing up? We've seen that a lot with kids with eating problems. I understand that he has issues with mess, with sort of paint and mess and things. It builds a picture to me of a child who's quite anxious, parents who are quite anxious. So this is what's going around in my head. But
Sure.
Sunday, observation day, got to have a look.
Tanya meets the Wilsons for the first time and takes them to the kitchen to discuss their son's eating habits. Max is left with Lisa Bailey, who's struggling to control her own sons.
joy of the House of Tiny Tearaways.
But in terms of your life, before you come in here, on a scale of 0 to 10, where 10 is the most worried you could be, each of you think of a number that represents how anxious you are about his eating problem.
I'm 10 plus.
10 plus?
Yeah.
5.
So you're not that worried? Because
I think he'll snap out of it.
he'll snap out of it. He's almost 3.
I know.
He's almost 3.
And it's getting worse.
Open your fridge. Okay. Oh my goodness me. Sorry. This is the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, do you mind if I take them out for a minute, just so I can get a sense of the scale of the problem?
Yeah.
Okay. Just to recap, out of 10, you are 10 plus anxious about your son's eating, and you are 5 because you think he'll snap out of it. Oh, sweetheart. Gosh. Sorry, I didn't notice that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Even that is very distressing. Oh, darling.
But in reality, how bad it is.
Okay. Well, that's why you're here. I can do eating. We can do eating. Yeah? Oh, darling. Oh, dear. Sorry.
See, as long as he's eating something, I mean, I know it's bad, but I think he'll snap out of it. As long as he's eating something, that's why I'm not so worried.
Can I get them out? Can we just really see this now? That's all right. Okay. Put this in here.
That's not your chair. Look,
Just put them in this room for a bit. Just put him in his room and shut the door.
some help?
Yeah, do you want to help me, darling? It's not too distressing. I don't want you to be completely and utterly distressed.
Pardon, Max.
You alright?
Hello, Max. We're just building a yogurt mountain, Max. Let's see how tall we can make the mountain. This is what Max eats in a week. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Does he feed himself?
Sometimes.
Mostly?
It's when he chooses, really.
When he decides. So
Yeah.
basically, he decides what he eats. What control do you have over his diet?
None, really.
None. No. Okay.
Not when you look at it like that.
Okay. And he has very specific yogurts he'll eat.
Yeah.
Can I try one? Is that all right? Don't worry, I will replace it. I promise. You're both looking very anxious. Let's just get a spoon. Let's just try one here. These yogurts are
Horrible.
very,
Sweet.
very, very sweet. In fact, that's got so much sugar and sucrose in. I mean, that's very sweet. In fact, I kind of feel a bit kind of woo, like I've just. That's sweet. Have you tried them?
Yeah.
You look very upset and very anxious. Yeah. Hey. Because
at the end of the day, you know, it's a mother's right to get your child to eat, and I can't even do that.
Well, that's what we're going to work out this week, isn't it? All right then. Okay. I tell you what, I shall ask your lovely husband to put these yogurts back in the fridge. Okay.
Down in the bedroom, there's been no let up with Corane's tantrum.
Ow, you're kicking me! No, Corone! Well, when you stop, you can come out, okay?
It's lunchtime. To see the true extent of Max's eating problem at first hand, Tanya has asked Tina and Ian Wilson to cook pizza, a food he has never eaten.
Thank you. Good boy. Bite it. Bite it.
What do you want to eat then? What would you like to eat? Some yogurts?
Just leave it in there.
You're going to fall off your chair. I know it's your favourite.
Finish eating.
Max.
Please, me darling.
Max, do you want any yogurts?
You've got to eat pizza.
After just 8 minutes of Max refusing to eat the pizza, the Wilsons have reverted back to Max's favourite yogurts.
You can't, Max. You can't. Oh. Max, any yogurt, look. You don't feel sick. You don't.
For legal reasons, all foods in the house have their labels covered, but Tanya is concerned that Max is now refusing his favourite yogurts simply because of this. So she delivers some more in their normal packaging to see what effect this has.
Hello, look what I've got. Does this make a difference?
No.
Good boy.
Your mummy's special boy.
Nice cakes. Very nice.
Some of these stickers on.
Wait.
Yeah.
On this one. Yeah, it's up there.
You're making my arm sweating.
You're not very tough, are you, with him?
No.
No. He's totally in charge, isn't he? And why do you have difficulty being tough with him, do you think? What is it? Because you both look very concerned, you're kind of holding him close.
Well, the only thing to do now is to force him to eat it.
What would happen if you both just sat him in the chair, left him with a spoon and went in there and made yourselves a cup of tea?
I'll just sit there and look at it.
Can I see? Is that all right? If you just tell him you want him to eat it, put the yogurt down. Sit him in the chair, go and make yourself a cup of tea. See what happens.
They're both still.
I'll sit next to him so he doesn't fall out of the chair.
I'll drop off.
If it's a good idea, he can see you in the mirror, darling. He can see you in the mirror. Why don't you go to the bathroom? Do you want to come in here?
Yeah,
okay.
man.
All right. That's it. You can get her. There's Daddy. There's Daddy. Okay, I'm going to just go and have a chat with Tina in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I'll let you carry on. Okay. Hello, sweet. Come and sit here with me. Let's sit here. Come sit here.
Well, Mummy's crying now. You upset Mummy. Aren't you?
Me want play toys.
Yeah, but wait here a minute, so you calm down.
Does it often make you cry like this?
No, I think this situation making it hit home more than what it normally does at home.
What's hit home for you so far?
How bad he is it, for not eating. I always knew it, but when it's been put at you like that, it's reality hits how bad the situation is.
And why do you think he's got this problem?
Me?
So is this blame Tina week?
No.
So who's going to blame Tina?
Myself.
And how's that going to help? How's that going to help?
It's not. I've got to be strong, but I can't.
Why can't you?
I don't think physically strong enough.
Physically?
Mentally, emotionally.
And why do you think that is?
My father's just died. I know. But I knew I had to do something, not just for me, for Max.
So do you think this isn't the right week for you to be here?
I don't think I'd probably be any different if it was anyone.
But you have just lost your dad, haven't you? That's very hard. It's very hard.
I've got to get this problem sorted. Try and work with it.
Seems to me that whenever he has a tantrum, it just breaks your heart. And he seems to be quite babyish in a lot of his behaviour. Is that right? With his blanket and his cuddles and his bottle, and he's a fully fledged toddler now, isn't he? He's 3, nearly. What's your worst fear about all of this?
That's it. Max just refusing to eat point blank anything.
And what would happen?
Just make himself ill.
How anxious are you every mealtime?
Very.
And how far is that the problem?
Probably a big part of the problem.
If I sat to you, if we were having a meal together and I sat next to you and I was going, come on Tina, come and eat it. No, come on, try, no, go on, no, come on. Do you want this one? Do you want this? My face was there. Would you want to eat?
No.
Only way I'm going to change his behaviour is by changing yours. You have to really believe that it's going to happen, and you have to believe that you can do it.
With 2 families already in the house, Tanya is getting a clearer idea of the challenge she's facing this week. But there's still one more family to arrive, the Waltons. Giles Walton and his fiancée Elizabeth from West Yorkshire are having an absolute nightmare with 2.5-year-old Alyssa's demanding behaviour at bedtime and her extreme clinginess to Mum Elizabeth.
Baby, Mummy's here.
Alyssa is constantly demanding her mum and won't go to sleep without her, so bedtime is an uncomfortable and time-consuming experience.
Can I hear for anything from 5 minutes to 45 minutes at a time? I have to creep out as slow and quiet as possible, avoiding certain floorboards. I know every squeaky floorboard in this house. But I sleep that lightly now that the minute she murmurs in bed and turns over in her bed in a separate room, I hear her and I'm out of my bed and I'm in that room to try and calm her as quick as possible, because the quicker I can get her to go back to sleep, the quicker I can get back in my bed. But if you leave her to cry, she cries until she's sick, then you have to go in and deal with her because you have to change the bed and pick her up.
Alyssa sometimes cries so much that she can't breathe, which her parents find very distressing.
And then it's really scary. She goes, oh God, I can get upset thinking of it. She goes all blue and purple and passes out. And that's of course very distressing as well, and I can't just keep letting that happen. I'm Liz, this is Giles, and this is Alyssa.
Hello.
I'm Lisa, back here in the kitchen.
I'm Ian.
I'm Tina. And this is Max.
Wow, look here. Where are we? Should we take your hat off? Do you want to take your coat off as well? And go have a look around?
Mummy, what you like
Turn it around this way.
Mummy, what you like
Like that. There's some missing.
You had like some of these at home. Do you remember?
Am I clever?
Like that. It's like a tower. Oops.
Well, the third and final family have arrived, the Waltons. Mum Liz, Dad Giles, daughter Alyssa, who's 2.5. What have you noticed so far?
Well, Alyssa certainly is in charge of this family. Mum is next to her all the time. Dad follows. Dad observes. Play is very much mum focused, but interestingly, if Dad does try and get involved, it's not Alyssa so much that stops him being involved, but Mum. Giles seems quite invisible, actually, and very quiet. Really, it feels quite unbalanced in the family, so this is something I really want to spend a bit more time observing.
It's a new week at the House of Tiny Tearaways, and with it, 3 new sets of parenting dilemmas for Dr. Tanya Byron. Lone parent Lisa Bailey is struggling to cope with her 3-year-old twins Cameo and Carone's boisterous behaviour, which is making home life for their mum and their brother Tyro a stressful, exhausting experience. 3-year-old Max Wilson has a severely restricted diet, consisting almost entirely of yoghurt. Parents Ian and Tina are desperately concerned for his health, but any attempts to wean Max off his daily intake of 24 yoghurts results in screaming tantrums. Giles and Elizabeth Walton have been left exhausted by 2.5-year-old Alyssa's demanding behaviour and refusal to go to sleep on her own. Alyssa is particularly clingy towards Mum, and her rejection of Dad is ruining family life. Still to come.
To be here?
Yeah.
After observing their arrival, Tanya invites the Waltons to the consultation room to talk about daughter
that's
Alyssa.
the thing now, isn't it? Now, let me just be really clear now. Why are you here? It's a big thing to do, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
We're here because she doesn't sleep properly. She's an angel. She's really not badly behaved, but on a night time, really, unless she falls asleep downstairs with us, it's go upstairs and she'll only go with Daddy if I'm not there. Daddy can't do anything for her apart from bath time, and if I'm there. If I'm not there, it's fine, but if I'm there, Daddy can't do a thing.
Why can't he?
Because she'll scream and hit him and no, it's mummy, mummy, mummy.
So you would just give in or swap
We
roles?
do now. We've got to a point now it's just, just do it quick for the quiet life. It's just for so long.
And how does that feel for you? Does it feel like your daughter's rejecting you?
Yeah, sometimes you just want to scream or whatever, or cry or whatever it is. You just, I don't know, it's very hard to explain.
Giles is more of a, we'll do this and matter of fact, and I'm a big softie, and I'm full of all the cuddles and let her get away with a lot more as well. To a point now where I'm exhausted because she wants me there with her 24 hours a day. Night time, I have a pillow and a blanket on the carpet next to her bed.
I've seen.
Yeah. I lie down there, and and if I try and get up, she gets up
and she screams and she screams and she screams.
She'll scream until she is sick.
Okay, is it impacting on your relationship?
I'm her first. I push you away a lot. In that emotional sense, I'll push him away a lot. You know, especially in the daytime, because I'm first and foremost, my first relationship is with her, and then Giles is at the bottom.
I get the dregs.
Yeah.
But you laugh and smile. Surely it must. Does it not annoy you?
It does. Annoying is the wrong word. Upsetting, yes. As in on for Alyssa. Upsetting for Liz, yeah. But I'm used to it. You know, it's been going on for God knows how long now. So it's like the norm.
Right.
So.
But is it what you
want? There's no point getting upset about it, you know, or annoyed about it, you know, because it's the norm.
Right. But do you want it to be the norm?
Oh gosh, no.
So you kind of want to try and change that dynamic a bit.
Yeah,
just slightly.
I want to have another baby.
And why not indeed? Why not indeed?
Yeah, but I don't think she'll let me. I don't think she's ready to share me in that way.
She won't let you have another baby?
I don't think she'd let me share. If Giles goes to hug me, she has to rush in.
And what?
And
she's
hug at
very
the same
much.
time.
So why don't you just go?
Because she'll just keep on coming back.
And then you just keep going like that?
Because we pick her up and join her in with it then, with us.
Group hug.
But it feels brutal what I'm saying, doesn't it? She comes to you.
But she's my little angel.
She is.
I mean, she is. But she has such a very strong personality.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, you do sometimes feel like a failure.
Do you feel like you failed?
In a way, I suppose, yeah, because I've either, I don't know, have I given in to her too much? Have I not done something right by her that we're now here? We shouldn't have to be here.
And if this doesn't work, what will happen, do you think?
Well, then I'll just move into her bedroom or move her in with us. I know this is dire, I've started bringing her into our bed.
Okay.
Purely so that I can get to go to bed.
Right.
That's what you're for.
Right, okay, so what am I going to do then this week?
Help us to help her get to sleep on her own.
Right.
In her own bed.
Yeah.
And how?
I think whatever it takes to do it, you know.
Anything goes. We'll give anything a go.
What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear with her?
Yeah.
I don't know, that something will happen to her.
That you'll lose her?
I suppose so. I won't lose her because I won't let anything happen to her. I won't let her out my sight, then she'll be alright then.
But maybe that's part of the problem.
I have soup.
All right, nice?
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's dinner time, and Tanya is eager to see more of 3-year-old Max Wilson's eating problems for herself. Although Max's diet consists almost entirely of yoghurts, he will very occasionally eat small amounts of chips, egg fried rice or peas. Tanya has asked Tina and Ian to serve some egg fried rice for dinner.
To do that, hasn't he?
Yeah, Mummy, eat your rice. Hey?
You gonna eat your rice? Come here then.
Let's eat some meat.
You gonna eat your rice? No, you're not. Where's your spoon?
Max, have your blanket, have some rice.
Who should we give a clap to for eating their dinner? Who's going to do it first? Who's going to do it first? Who's going to do it? Is it going to be Cameo? Is it going to be Cameo? You're going to... Whoa! Woo! Good boy! Very good boy. Who's going to be next? Okay, Cairo. Oh! Big clap for Cairo! Is Max going to have some rice for a big clap? Or is
Yes, big clap.
Or how about if Max just picks up his spoon for a clap? Should we see if he can do that? No. Okay, well then you won't get a clap then. I think it's hard to eat when you're doing cuddles.
You just... I'll sit on your chair.
Do you want potato? Do they eat potato?
I want Maggie.
Can't get him to sit down. Oh, he's going to bang his head. Eat some rice and then you can have Mummy. You sit there. You sit there and I'll sit here. You're going to sit in this chair.
Just leave him, go and make a cup of tea. Yeah, that's it. Just make yourselves a cup of tea. Don't cry. Please don't cry. Don't cry.
Can you read to your right? Go and sit then. Go on then. Come on then. Yeah. Come on then. On your table. Yeah, sit on your chair then. There you go then. There you go. You do it and I'll sit and watch you be a big boy. Go on then, I'll sit and watch you. Have a little bit then. Open. Open. Open.
Good boy, Max.
No, you collar it, eat it up. Don't make yourself sick. Pardon? Spit it out then.
Right. This is you holding it together? Okay. So this is the treat.
Right.
So this is what he can get, but he has to have one more.
Right.
So I just want to see.
Do you want yogurt? Do you want this? Yeah? Right, eat that little bit for mummy. Just that little bit. Yeah? Eat that little bit. Just that little bit. Go on then. It hasn't got egg on it. It hasn't. Good boy. Right, you can have this now. Here then. There you go, you can have this now. There you go then. Swallow that then. That's it. Chew it, swallow it. Don't spit it out because you can't have the yogurt. Eat what you've got in your mouth. That's it. Good boy. Eat it up. Good boy. That's it. Now you can have yogurt.
I just want to see if you can do it. Is that
right? Okay. There you go. Good boy.
Are you going to give him some more rice or not?
You going to have some more rice?
No, I do want him to have some more rice.
Want to treat something?
You need to be really clear too. You need to say one more spoon of rice, then you can have the rest of your yogurt.
One more spoon of rice and then you can have your yogurt. One more and then you can have your yogurt. Put your hands down. Put your hand down. Put your hand down. Put your hand down. If you don't eat that, there's no yogurt. Right, gone then. All gone. All gone.
Mummy's coming back in a minute.
It's nearly the end of the first day in the house, and Tanya has asked that all of the children are in bed by 7:30. Whilst Max Wilson is going to bed without a fuss, it's a very different story in the Bailey's room, where Mum Lisa is trying to settle 3-year-old twins, Corone and Cameo.
Oh, how my Cammy wants to sleep. Oh, my Cammy wants to sleep. Oh, my good boy Cammy. Mommy loves your feet. Oh, my Cammy. Cammy wants to sleep. Oh, my Ronnie. Look at him tucked up in his sheet.
Giles Walton is also finding it difficult to settle 2.5-year-old Alyssa. At home, Alyssa insists that Mum Elizabeth puts her to bed and lies beside her until she falls asleep. However, tonight, Tanya has asked Dad Giles to attempt settling Alyssa himself.
No, Alyssa. Shall we? What we'll do? Oh, no. Do you want me to go? You want me to go, do you? I'll go if you want me to go. Do you want me to go? Right, do you want me to lie down here? Or do you want me to go? Stop screaming, you need to let me know. You want me to lie down here? Right, okay, I'll lie down here. Okay. Hang on, whoa, hang on. I'm lying down now. You keep to your bit of the bargain. Yeah, shh. All right, calm down now, calm down. Enough's enough, come on. I'm here, aren't I? Mummy's coming back in a minute. Just gone to the shops. Your milk? You want some milk? She's just gone to the shops to get some more milk.
Yeah.
Lie down then. Do you want Daddy to lie down here next to you, yeah? Okay. Close your eyes. Well, Mummy's back from the shops then.
I brought some more milk from the shops.
See?
Mummy.
No, Mum.
You just drink that first.
Mummy's just going downstairs. Would you like some more of that? I thought, hang on, look. Alyssa, I thought you wanted some more milk. Do you want any more milk? No. Okay.
After just 6 minutes of trying to settle his daughter, Giles lets Elizabeth take over.
Oh, I'm just going to put her in and then...
Well, she's not going to let you. Right, listen. Stop noise, please. Thank you. Right. How about going to bed with Mummy in there with you, yeah? Mummy will come in there with you, though, yeah? Yeah? If Mummy comes in. Come on, look. How about listen? Stop crying or I'll put you down. Stop crying, listen.
And the cushions move as well.
No, I'll do it. How about if Mummy stays here with you, yeah? Yeah? Is that okay? I'll lie down there, yeah. You have your chair then. Okay? Into bed.
Night-night.
Night-night, Daddy. In you get. Let's sleep here. I'll tuck you in. You snuggle up. Right. You lie down now, please.
Back in the Bailey's room, Lisa tries to settle her sons with a bedtime story.
I wasn't picking, I was scratching, explained Daisy's mum. Don't be so goddamn stupid. Get up. And look, you're flipping mic again. How many times have I got to put it on you? Stand there. Silly.
Yet again, Elizabeth has ended up on the floor at bedtime. After 46 minutes of settling, Alyssa is finally asleep and Mum can leave the room. With their son Max in bed, Tanya has asked Ian and Tina Wilson to join her in the consultation room.
How's today been? You've looked really unhappy throughout most of the day.
Yeah. Very hard day.
Tell me why.
I think the problem just hit home.
I want to talk to you because I'm quite worried. Because, for two reasons. One, because I think you're both quite split in terms of what your view of the problem. And obviously, if you can't agree on it, then it's going to be impossible for us to do anything. I'm also quite worried because the level of anxiety is huge. Absolutely massive. And I have to say, I think you are more anxious than you're prepared to say, if you don't mind me saying. And I think what you say is it's all Tina, but I actually think there's a lot of it is you as well, and it's very upsetting for you.
I think this is why he freaks out all the time, isn't he? You just think it's only food, it's not hurting him. He just won't eat, will he?
My concern is that you will give up and leave, because I think your head says we want to sort this out, but I don't think your heart says that. And I really saw that tonight. And I feel there's quite a lot of ambivalence. I feel there's a part of you that's thinking, should we be doing this? Should we let him cry? Should we? And obviously, I want to help you, but we haven't got that much time. And I can't treat your child without having you next to me on either side.
If you're saying that means there's no help for him, is there?
But he's not the problem. He is not the problem.
It's me and Tina.
You're very, very anxious. And because you are so anxious, he is not eating. I don't want to force you to do anything you don't want to do. That's not my job.
Yeah, but if you can get him to eat at the end of the week...
Sorry?
If you can get him to eat at the end of the week...
But I won't get him to eat. It's not about me. I'm just saying, I'm asking you just to think about how far you're prepared to go, how much you want this to change, how much you think it is a behaviour problem,
So you think it's a behavioural problem then?
Yeah, I do. I think I'm seeing a child who gets his own way all the time. That's what I think I'm seeing. Because you find it quite hard to say no to him because he gets very upset and that upsets you. So in your different ways, you'll give in to him in order to stop him being upset. And I think he's a lovely kid in so many ways, but I think food, he's really got you.
So this is the first time someone's really actually said that to us, really.
Does it shock you?
Yeah.
It does, yeah, because I always thought he had an eating problem, but now you're saying that, I looked at it from a different perspective, really.
But I'm looking at other areas of your parenting all throughout the day, and what I feel is that it's very difficult for you to say no and to stick to it. Because all he has to do is kind of go, "Aah," and either both of you or one of you will completely freak, give him his blanket, hold him like a baby, and he's kind of got you both wrapped around his little finger. And if we're going to get him to learn to eat, he's going to have to get a very different message from the two of you.
We've always been like that though with him, haven't we? Since when he was born, wasn't it? I think it was more me.
I'm not blaming you because we all do that. We all do that with our kids.
He's like my little, I suppose because he's like my little world, he's like the only bit of family I've really got. I just suppose I put him in this bubble and I don't want it to pop.
Why would it pop? You mean if he grew up a bit?
Not grow up, but if I started upsetting him, just, I don't know, I suppose he won't love me so much. It's just sleep it, you know.
That's silly, I understand that.
That's all I've got.
I do want to help you, and I know we can sort this, but what I won't do with any child I work with is I won't be the tough one while you stand back because you're too freaked out to get involved, because that's not fair on your child, and I'm not his mother, and I'm not going home with him. And let me say this to you, Tina, I will not let anything bad happen to your son. Absolutely, because he is my main priority, because I care about him. But he will be upset, and so will you, because this is a big problem. And basically, he's never been trained in how to eat, and he's quite old now to start learning, and he's in a massive comfort zone. And if we take all that away, he's going to think, what's happened to my world? But the only way we're going to get him back on track is if we're all very firm, very caring, but very strong, and show him that we're not going to fall apart, and then he will feel safe.
It's past midnight, and after sleeping for 4.5 hours, Alyssa Walton has woken up. Over 2.5 hours later, and Elizabeth is disturbed once again.
Yeah, I'm right here with you. I'm gonna lie with you. Look. Okay. Good girl. We're just right here. Good girl. I'm here. I'll hold your hand. Close your eyes and have a little rest. I'm here. Stay here, okay?
After lying on the floor for 30 minutes, Elizabeth tries a different approach to getting some sleep.
I want to go see Daddy. But it's sleepy time, baby. It's sleepy time. Just go get in Mummy's bed. I need to sleep. I'm tired. Go, Mummy. Right, well, shush them, okay, now? Okay. Come on. But you have to be quiet now, okay? You think? She wants to drink.
I won't go out so late.
Time is it? 10 to 4.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Are you alright to do it? Oh, move up a bit, Alyssa. Stop that.
Put your dress in.
Yeah, it's fine, it's on her chair.
Good girl.
Tomorrow on the House of Tiny Tearaways.
To put it really bluntly, you're around Giles because you're a nice guy and you're a sperm donor.